Okay, this will result in this pasta carbonara. I took notes from a good friend, Moreno, who's an excellent cook and a lifelong Umbrian, and it came out fantastically. I express a few reservations as I'm going through this video. Just ignore all of that. If you make it like this, it's going to be very, very good. Thanks, Moreno. Okay, getting water here boiling with a little bit of oil and a little bit of salt, and that will cook the pasta for pasta carbonara. I got the recipe this morning from a buddy of mine who's, I'm very fortunate to have a couple good friends that are lifelong Umbrians that know how to cook. So it's very simple. You need your pancetta and smoked pancetta, some good spaghetti, crudo, he said. I'm not sure this fits the definition of crudo or not, but it'll be good. Di Napoli. Okay, he did say something about Napoli, so this might be the right stuff. I'll take him a picture to confirm. But in here, the other ingredients: pepper, pecorino cheese, pecorino romano style pecorino, they say is best. Some people use Parmesan, and the egg, just the yolks. 2 yolks, 1 egg per person. So this is going to get whipped up together here now, and then we're going to cook the pancetta and our pasta and put it all together. The egg gets cooked in the pasta. It doesn't get cooked separately. It gets cooked in the hot pasta. Okay, so we start off cooking the pancetta until it's crispy. You need to get a lot of fat off there into the bottom of the pan, because when the pasta's cooked, it gets tossed in that fat. The pancetta will be put aside for a minute while the pasta is tossed in it. And as soon as the pasta is coated with the fat that's left over from this process, in goes the whipped egg, which I haven't whipped yet. So let's just give that pancetta a little bit of time and get this egg whipping. Okay, 2 observations here while the pancetta sizzles in the background. The egg, cheese, and pepper is kind of thick. I'm surprised how thick that is. I'm not sure how it's going to break up over the pasta, so I'm going to double check that that's actually right. I'm going to go ahead with it for now, though. And the other thing is comment on this pasta. This is the longest spaghetti I've ever seen. This is the regular length, except it's folded in half. So it's going to be twice as long as any pasta ever that I've seen. So I'm definitely going to break that up before I cook it. Okay, so the pancetta is approaching crispiness. Got plenty of fat in the bottom of that. And so it's going to get taken out, put aside in it for just a minute. And the pasta is in here. What can I say about this? The fellow said, make sure it is al dente. Make sure it's al dente. So the package is here. My experience has been that al dente is the time they give on the package, the cooking time to al dente. This is 8 minutes. I set a timer. And of course, we'll get a little test close to that 8 minutes. But okay, this should all be coming together. It should all be together here within, I don't know, 10, 12 minutes, something like that. All I can do is drain this, separate those, put the pasta in here, and then put the egg cheese mixture on it, toss it in there, and it gets tossed together. That's it. It's fast, really. Okay, now since you need a little bit of water with the pasta here for the next step, I'm just going to ladle the pasta right into that oil. Okay, so it's sizzling away there, and that's which is, I guess, a good sign, because that's what cooks the egg. The pasta, the hot pasta, actually cooks the egg. You don't cook it separately. And somehow a little bit of this water gets used here with the pasta. So now I'm going to get the remaining pasta. Actually, the remaining pasta is going to go in as a second step. So what you do is you flip this stuff around, right? To flip it a little bit and get the pasta nice and coated with the oil. Okay. And here's an important step, is to get some of the pasta water, a little bit, and put it in there with the oil. And that will do something here in a minute. So let's do, I guess we just reduce the temperature a little bit. Okay, just a second here. Okay, so that spoon didn't really get all the pasta, and so I took emergency measures and went with the colander anyway, and used a pan that I have standing handy here. 2 colanders handy and a pan, or 2 pans, 2 big stainless steel pans for different things. So that's on there. Wait, high heat. Get that a little bit higher than that, because this is, you've got to stay nice and hot. So the pasta water is in there, and now in goes the egg and cheese and pepper mixture. I deviated the plan a little bit here, just to get as much of the egg and cheese and pepper mixture out as I could of my pan here. I used a little bit of hot pasta water for that. So let's go away. Now let's get this stirred up here, and this should be done by tossing, but I don't really think I have the pan for it. Yes, okay, that's nice. See how it's breaking up there? See how the egg and the cheese are breaking up, and then the pepper goes through it. Okay, that's working out real nice. So that's the importance of that pasta water, is to let that sauce become saucy. Oh, I think it's gonna work. Now you toss it. I shouldn't be tossing it over the stove with this pan. Actually, I'm not terrible at tossing stuff, but that's the way he says you're supposed to just do things rather than stir them. So you just give it a flick of the wrist there. You throw the pan out ahead of you and give a flick of the wrist then to bring it back, and it throws it up against that far side of the pan. It's very exciting. At any minute, things could go terribly wrong. So you give it a couple tosses. I'll put it back on the heat, and that's done. Oh, forgot something. Add the pancetta back in. Let's just toss it in there a little bit. Maybe I should just stir it in. Like so, a couple of times. Oh, maybe I'll just break down. Give it a stir. See how my tossing did? The tossing didn't do so bad. I could have kept tossing it there, but that's it. That's it. So this gets served immediately hot. And some people put a little bit of parsley on there, fresh parsley. It's not traditional though. Most of the folks around here don't like it with parsley. That's what I'm told. And but definitely you could put some more black pepper on it. That's traditional. Oh, time for lunch. Okay, it worked. I had a couple reservations there. It's my first time making this really from, the local recipe here in Umbria, and it came out great. It is good. Oh, by the way, I think a spoon is more of an American thing. Apparently in Italy here, the custom is to just roll the pasta around like this with your fork until it's on the fork, nicely, and that's good enough. It doesn't have to be perfect, I guess. Well, that gets the job done. And the pancetta is just crispy, like I was told it's supposed to be. And yeah, wow, this is good. I love these kind of dinners. They're like originally like poor people's food. For whatever reason, this was the miners, the coal miners ate it. So, but something about it, it's really, yeah, and this thing about using the spoon, I'm going to just assume it was invented by an Italian-American, because it just works better than rolling it around in your fork. I like the spoon method. Maybe they'll adopt it here in Italy. They seem to have something built into their culture that is objective about whether or not things are good or bad. And if it's good, they adopt it. And that's why there's foods like this. Well, I hope you enjoyed making pasta carbonara and watching that video and trying that yourself as much as I enjoyed that lunch. It really came out great. It was good. So any comments, please make comments, because I'll clarify things and go to the experts to get to be sure that everything is as authentic and right as it can be. Ciao, and bon appetit.